Yeah. Coke fed for some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls resting, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confess. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best to get spontaneous. I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bat, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis live stream. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. I know I did. I'm full still. Don't feel that great. I think I ate way too much stuff today. It's so funny that YouTube guys, whatever, was on today, and they were at our gym today. Last night they were at Putnam City West, and of course the fight broke out shockingly, and so today us, the Oklahoma City local guys, were at our gym at Santa Fe Family Life Center, and the funny part is I'm watching these guys, and I'm just like, y'all can't effing play. Y'all can't help and play. I don't understand the whole YouTube thing. I mean, these guys can't play. They can't play. But, once again, the way that America is, it just blows me away watching these guys. But, they're famous. They're doing their thing on YouTube, and they've got, all these kids came to watch them play, and parents had to pay money to watch these guys. I'm just like, I don't watch bad basketball. I'm certainly for sure not going to fucking pay to watch bad basketball. It's not going to happen. Anyway, my guy Rashawn. Hey, Rashawn, how you doing? Already on today. Dylan Jones is so bad. Once again, lineups, guys. Lineups. I don't understand this. I just don't get it. I don't get it why he's playing him. I don't get how J-Dub plays more minutes than SGA. Don't understand that. You have a guy who's arguably the third best player on your team, even though the second best player is gone, and he plays more minutes consistently than your best player. The two-time All-NBA first-team guard. Only one of three guys ever to do 30, 50, and 2. One of only two guys to do it more than once. And this guy who hasn't been anything plays more minutes than he does. The minutes manager at work doing his thing. I don't, and I keep trying to explain to you all, and people, y'all get mad at me because, y'all think I'm a hater. Not all of y'all, some of y'all. The facts are the facts. You can't give away possessions. They come to beat you at the end. Always. And him playing J-Dub, putting him in with a TV game in the 7-minute mark, and you're bringing SGA in the 5-minute mark every time, it's unbelievable. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand. Rashawn, Dylan Jones gives the worst screens, which is why he's shooting threes. And why is he shooting threes? Rashawn, he doesn't set screens. iHeart sets screens. Dylan Jones gives the illusion of setting the screen to get in the way, and then he's falling to the basket or popping out for the three. That's what he's doing. He is not ready at all, but, they're going to play him. That's what Dagnall does. He's a developer, and he's bound and determined to develop Dylan Jones, just like they were bound and determined to develop Jang. It didn't work there, and it's not going to work here now. To me, send Dylan Jones to the G League. Let him play in the G League and do your thing, 100%, but he's not ready yet. I like him a lot. I liked him better in Summer League than I do now, okay? But, once again, lineups, guys. I don't understand how you all are as frustrated as I am when the lineups. Once you recognize what the lineups are, and you see what he's doing, I don't know how that doesn't bother you. I don't. I don't know how you all just overlook it. I don't. I don't get it. Frustration level. Anyway, this is the Final tally: Rockets are now 15-6, half game behind the Thunder, who are 15-5. 119, 116. They lost to the Thunder. We fall to the Rockets. I told you all along that this game scared me. It bothered me. It bothered me. It bothered me, and I've said that. 3-point attempts: Rockets 13 for 37. The Oklahoma City Thunder 13 for 39. Field goal percentage 41.3 for them, 44.7 for us. And that big three that Van Fleet hit off the jump ball, lucky as hell. But when it's your night, it is your night, and that's how it is. So we're 1-1. We held serve at home. They held serve at home. Okay, great. We've got another home game coming up, and we've got to handle our business then. But like I said, this team scares me because, one, of their coaching, and two, of the way that he's got them focused on the defensive end, because the Thunder and the Rockets are the two best teams defensively in the West. So that has a lot to do with it. 46 rebounds, 51-46. The Rockets had 15 offensive rebounds tonight, and a lot of it had to do with iHeart being in foul trouble. It screwed up our lineups major when he could not play as many minutes as he did against the Lakers the other night. And the Pips, points in the paint, 56-46. We had the lead by 10. 15 turnovers for them, 11 for us. And then, of course, we outscored the Rockets 23-21 as far as bench points. Here is the final tally. Jalen Williams, 37 minutes, 7 for 21. He played terrible tonight. He played terrible. And that happens. No big deal. He's young. He's going to have bad nights. We play the Rockets again. We probably could play them again in the Cup, yes. We got to handle our business on Tuesday, though, Rashawn, first. If we handle our business on Tuesday, we should be fine. And if the Spurs lose to the Suns, then we're the number one seed coming out of our bracket. If they don't, then I think it's the Spurs beat us. So head to head, they win that. We beat the Suns, so that gets us in. So that makes the Spurs will be the number one seed. We will be the number two coming out of that. And I'm assuming that's how we'd get in when you do points and all that other stuff. But I just win and do that, and I think we're fine. But we could possibly play them again. I agree. J-Dub, 22 points, 37 minutes. He did not play well at all. 7 for 21, 2 for 7. He didn't play good, and that's okay. Fourth game in a 4-game road trip, and he did not play well. He just didn't. Isaiah Hartenstein, 30 minutes. We needed him about 35, 37 again, but of course he got in foul trouble, and that's gonna cost you. Lou Dort fouling out really was I want to say nail in the coffin, because J-Dub had went out, and that's usually when we make our run. Every time when J-Dub was on the bench and Dort got his 6th foul and fouled out, J-Dub had to come back in quicker than what I thought they wanted him to do, because I'm sure they were going to sit him out for 2 more minutes and then put him in, so that he's 2 minutes behind SGA, like he always is on average. But anyway, Isaiah Hartenstein, 9 for 12, 0 for 1 from 3-point, which I said eventually he's going to shoot a 3. Nathan and I talked about that the other day. 1 for 3 on free throws. We got it, but he is what he is at the free throw line. 13 rebounds, just fantastic. 2 offensive rebounds for him, and gets his hands on tons of balls that he does not get credit for an offensive rebound, but he does keep the ball alive. 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 19 points. He's just a double-double machine, which is exactly why we got him and exactly what we were looking for out of him. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know about y'all, but this hot and cold weather is just beating me up, man. I hate, if y'all have sinus issues, y'all know what I'm saying. I freaking hate this weather, bro. Oh, my God. Driving me nuts. SGA, 4th game that in a row on this road trip that he had over 30, 32 points, workmanlike, 36 minutes, 10 for 19. But remember, he only scored 2 points in the 4th quarter. He had 30 going. He had 30 points in 29 minutes. And the cooler didn't put him back in until roughly the end of almost 6 minutes to go. Almost really 5 minutes to go, which is what he always does. Once again, not understanding flow of the game. It just blows me away. Remember, he put J-Dub in when we were on national TV against the Lakers in the 7-minute mark. SGA, when we started the 4th quarter, it was 96-91. He started the fourth quarter with J-Dub, Joe, AJ, Wiggins, and I Hart. SGA comes in the game at, it says the 7:06 mark with 102. When he started feeling the game flow away, the 9-minute mark, he should have put him in, but, the minutes manager does his thing. SGA, 10 for 19, 3 for 7. And that last shot he took that he missed at the end of the game, the double clutch, I don't know what he was doing on that. If he'd have just pulled up and shot the ball, I don't know if he figured out where the guy was behind him. I don't know if he felt him and thought he could block his shot from behind. But, SGA, you got to go up and finish that. You can't, double clutch. When he double clutch, I was like, oh, that's a brick. I mean, that's a hard shot to double clutch when you're fading away like that, and he comes up short 90% of the time, and once again, it did. Let me see, Rashawn, what are your thoughts on those pop the ball to half court doing rebounds, and that got Dort in foul trouble? Yeah, that does, but, we're smaller, so you got to do what you got to do to try to pop the ball out of there, because usually, Rashawn, defensively, when we're on offense, if we're popping the ball out, that's because we're smaller and we're just trying to get our hands on the ball. And usually most of their defenders are in and our defenders are out. So that's why in transition, Gardner gets the transitional basket. So that's what that was. And that did get Dort in foul trouble. But he had a over the back. He had a swipe away where he hit. So he had a couple fouls. And usually when you foul out, there's usually one dumb foul. Whenever I fouled out, there was always one dumb foul that I had. Always. And that's what happened right there. SGA, 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. No, he did good. He's getting his shot back. Lou Dort, 27 minutes, fouled out, 6 points, 2 for 6, 2 for 5. Missed a couple threes that we needed him to make, but once again, it happens. Cason Wallace played solid again, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought he played really good. I mean, he's been playing good even though he wasn't scoring. He's still really, really good. Dylan Jones, 11 minutes. There's no world I live in I want Dylan Jones playing in front of Kendrick Williams, K-Rich, or Wiggins. There's no world I live in that I want him playing at. There's no world I live in. But once again, Mr. Build My Guys Up, Mr. Developer doing his thing, costing us baskets, costing us possessions. Aaron Wiggins, 27 minutes, played really good until the end, gave up a huge offensive rebound. You've got to be able to box out. And a lot of it had to do with Hartenstein being out of the middle. He was out on the wing when a tip-in dunk by Şengün off the great defense, nobody boxing out. Little things like that cost us all night tonight, the little bitty things. And when you get beat in games like this, it's always the little stuff. It's the rebounds. It's the little small turnovers. It's possessions. It's rotations. It's not understanding the flow of the game. And what I mean by that, it was 196. It was 96-91 to start the fourth quarter. And then you got to look at it was 100-97, and he subbed at this point, and then he did a horrible challenge. I don't know what the hell he was challenging. And I don't know. To me, when you know you fouled somebody, go the hell over and tell the coach, hey, coach, I got him. I fouled him. Don't try to act like, oh, I didn't do it. Yeah, you did. You were looking for an out-of-bounds play. I'm thinking I was a hard guy fouled, and it's just you can't do that. You really can't. And it drives me nuts when he does that. But anyway, it was 197, and you could tell that we were just not playing well. And you bring in Cason for AJ, and then you wait until it's 102. So you let them go on an 11-6 run before you bring SGA back because you're managing minutes. I don't understand. If you're going to make a sub, you sub in your best player. If you're going to make a sub and you feel the flow of the game and you want to change the lineup, you bring in your best player. That's what you do. But once again, this guy gives away losses. We have 4 losses now that he gave away games because of his lineups. And I don't understand flow of the game. 4 games. I said originally he was going to give up 5 this year, but then I changed it after watching him give away a couple games. It's going to be 10 to 12 games he's going to give away because of his lineups and because him not understanding flow of the game. And his bench not understanding flow of the game. It's just unbelievable. But I will say the other thing issue that I had with him tonight was the fact that you waited so late to foul. Remember the SGA bad shot on out of bounds because we were trying to get a 2-for-1. That's what we were trying to do. And SGA took a bad shot because he didn't get the, normally Dagnall is a great out of bounds play caller to get us a quick, easy basket or whatever. But whatever it was, he gave it to, they ran a play and Shea, and they didn't clear out because he made a comment the other night. He said that when they asked about SGA in the press conference, and he said, oh, yeah, he gets a shot, he's this, he's that. Then he gets asked another question about it, and he goes, well, he does that because his teammates get him open. The hell are you talking about? That's the kind of stuff that I try to tell people in Oklahoma. That's why national media don't respect the guy, because he says stupid stuff. I mean, SGA doesn't need any help. He gets open on his own. He is one of the most unguardable, top 2 or 3 unguardable man-to-man players in the league. What the hell are you talking about? The offense says spread around so he can do his thing, 100%. What the hell are you talking about? He does because his teammates spread the floor. That's the offense that you have, and he works within that, but he's unguardable. Everybody knows that. Just say, well, he's unguardable. He's one of the top unguardable players in the league. Just say that. Don't change the subject and go off. So it's just so frustrating to me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not feeling good to be. It's just stuff like this. It drives me crazy because I see the little things that he does that just wears me out. It really does. It's just frustrating to me. Sorry, I got to give Fat Boy some stuff. He's able to leave me alone while I'm trying to do the show. My dog Ace, he's all about his attention right now. So anyway, the Thunderfall tonight is just frustrating to me. What all happened? It is what it is. We have what we have. We have an excellent team. But you can't give away possessions, and you can't give away games, and you have to understand the flow of the game, and he just doesn't get it. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up over there. They love to be behind the scenes. And if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, hit those guys up. Also, if you have a dam in your neighborhood, hey, why don't you have them guys come out and check it and make sure that there's nothing wrong with it so that you don't have to worry about your house getting flooded. Check these guys out. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers, software to make your office run smoother, hit these dudes up. They'll take care of you. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our guys up over at Oak Grove. They are fantastic taking care of you that way. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. The bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401 Elm and historic, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, located off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. You cannot miss it, right there on the west side of the street, right in front of the hospital. And then YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Elm Grove Clothing with my guy Jonathan Beakey Triplett. Hit our guy up. He's fantastic. Got a great clothing line, but mainly the thing I love about him is why spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for his custom suit when you can spend $800 to $1,000? I'm just saying. Hit my guy up. He'll take very good care of you. 405-332-8787. That's 405-332-8787. Text him, hook him up. He'll take care of you. Okay, Rashawn, this week Jay Will might be back. I hope he is, brother. Been missing him. And like I said, the good thing about when we get Chet back is there's about 27 to 28 games left. And the fact that we will have him back during that particular part of the schedule at the end is going to make a huge difference because it's going to take him probably 10, 12 games to get back in shape to where he's in not I'm talking about not physical shape, but in basketball shape, where he understands where he is, he understands what he's doing. It's going to take him every bit of that long to get back and get ready for that. So looking forward to having our full team back, getting Caruso back. That's hurt us, but when you look at what we've done in these 10 games, okay, because remember we do them every 10 games. We do a 10-game thing. We ended up going 7-3, which is what we thought we needed to be able to go. 6-4 at worst. 5-5 would be horrible, but I mean that's just minimum. But the Thunder took care of business, going 7-3, winning 4 straight, and then losing to the Rockets tonight. And now, of course, in this run, SGA, of course, on this 4-game road trip, averaged over 30 and just basically willed us to victory in all 3 of those games. And then tonight, he just scored 2 points. Remember, he had 29. Remember, he had 29. He had 30 points in 29 minutes. Okay, and so he ended up playing. Let me see. He ended up playing 36 minutes. So he played 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. He had 2 points. He had 2 points. Okay. If my guy is running hot and he's scoring, and remember, Billy Donovan did the same thing to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was on a roll and he was rolling, and Billy Donovan pulled him out, and he looked at him like, "What the hell are you doing?" Now that's a mistake that Billy Donovan would never make now, as a head coach, being in the league now. He would never make that mistake again, ever. Okay, I can promise you that he would not make that mistake again. So, but anyway, the Thunder took care of business on this road trip, going 3-1. We thought 2-2 would be fantastic if we could do that, but 3-1 is just amazing. Great win by the Thunder and what they've done thus far. Cannot complain about what they've done these 5 games. 2 games in the first 10, they went 8-2 and then 7-3 in their next set. Now the third set is going to be a little bit more trying, I think, kind of, simply because it's a little bit easier schedule to me, but on the same time, that's what makes it harder because it's an easier schedule. And when you look at your wins, I mean, we play the Jazz on Tuesday, and remember, we're 2-1, they're 2-1. We're 2-1. Let me see, what is the record right now? Hang on one second. I had got what teams are what in the Cup. Okay. San Antonio's 2-1, we're 2-1, and Phoenix is 2-1. And San Antonio has the differential, a 14-point differential. We're 16, Phoenix is 19. Now, here's the deal. We have to smash Utah, number 1. Number 2, we need Phoenix to beat San Antonio because San Antonio beat us. So we're 2-1. San Antonio's 2-1, and the Phoenix is 2-1, and they play each other this last attempt. So it's imperative that we win. We win this last game because that's the thing. That's what we got to have, okay? Rashawn says SGA's fourth seemed like deferred more to J-Dub. Well, because J-Dub plays more. I mean, Rashawn, it's about the flow of the game, okay? It's about understanding what's going on. And this coach subbed in Kaysen for AJ when they had a run going instead of bringing SGA in at the 9-minute mark. That's what you do to stop a run. But once again, in his mind, his best player is J-Dub, not SGA, because that's who he's developing. J-Dub, not SGA. He does not know, just like the Athletic said, he does not know how to coach a superstar. He clearly does not. What you doing, baby? What you want? What you want? Huh? My fat boy down here. What you want, baby? Yeah, okay. I already gave you treats. I'm going to be off here in a little bit. But anyway, so J-Dub did not play well. And that's the thing. If he's not playing well and you see him's not going to play well, playing him more is not going to help him play well. You've got to bring SJ in the game and stop this run that they're making, but you waited way too late. What do you want? Huh? He's being needy right now. What? I'll be with you in a minute. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Here. Now go bye-bye and leave me alone. Kids, 100-pound pit bull. Gotta love him. Anyway, that's Dagnall, dude. And I've said his two biggest weaknesses, Rashawn, are simple. He doesn't understand flow of the game, and if you add minutes managing, but he doesn't get lineups. He gives away possessions, and I've told you guys 1,000 times, and I keep saying it over and over and over and over and over. You can't give away possessions. In a close game, it comes back to haunt you in the end. Now, in this particular game, SGA did not save us because he missed that shot. But the game before, he's going to miss some shots. But, Michael Jordan was once asked about missing shots and him wanting to take the ball in the fourth quarter. And Michael said, well, I've missed some shots, but I can promise you I've made way more than I missed. So Like I said, SGA double clutched that shot. If I think he felt the guy. This is kind of what I thought. But if he just pulled up and just shot it, he would have knocked that mid range down at the free throw line at the elbow. But once again, he missed, and it happened. So, but once again, the Thunder now are half game ahead of Houston. We do have that run coming. Let me get that back up here so we can kind of go over it a little bit better. So anyway, we have the Jazz coming up on December 3rd. We need to win that game. Then we play at the Raptors and then at the Pelicans, which we should go 3-0 in those 3 games. But once again, I worry about this schedule simply because of who we play. Now remember, after the 7th, if we win tomorrow night, we should automatically be in the Cup. So that's going to make a huge difference there, and that dictates what you do for those next 2 weeks, playing in the Emirates Cup. So that's why that's not really up there. We don't know what's going to happen in those 2-week period, those 12 days. But anyway, these next 3 games, we need to go 3-0 and that'll put us at 18-5 and solidify us a little bit more. But that just worries me because remember, all those games in the Cup count to your schedule except the championship game. That does not count on your schedule, wins and losses. But at the Pelicans, at the Magic, at the Heat. So when you look at that, you got to go to the Magic, and they're playing really good right now. And so I'm sure they want to get us, but they can't match us. I don't believe. I think that we're just too strong for them with everything we do. And I don't know if Banchero will be back by then. Then at the Heat on back-to-back, which is our 4th back-to-back of the season that we'll have right there. And then we play the Wizards at home, which we should handle business there. At the Pacers, and then at the Hornets. And the Hornets are a deceptive team. The Pacers, they're up and down, so we don't know if we're going to get the good Pacers or the bad Pacers. And then we have the Grizzlies, who are playing really good, and then the T-Wolves at home on New Year's Eve. So when I look at that, we're playing out of our next 10, that's 6 out of the 10 are road games. So that's going to make a difference. And remember, we played 5-5 in this last 10 and went 7-3. But, 6 away games is going to be a little tough on us. But like I said, we should go, if we played the way we should play, we'd go 7-3 easily, if not 8-2. But 7-3, but we could easily go 6-4 because of the simple fact of lineups and, what the flow of the game and who you've got in the game, all that can matter. So you could easily do 6-4, easily do 6-4. I'm thinking more of 7-3, 8-2 if you play the way you should play. But these next 10 games are going to be very, very crucial to what the Thunder need to be able to do to get in. It'd be nice to take care of the Cup. That'd be a nice trip too, to go to Vegas for the to see us play in the finals of the Cup. That'd be a fun trip. Okay, here we go. Here's the shooting percentages. SGA 29.5, averaging 50%, 34% from 3. And 85% from the line. Remember, he was shooting in the 89, and it dropped after the last game. J-Dub, 21 points, 52%, 21.2, 52% from the field, 39% from 3. His numbers are going up as well, 80% from the line. I 15 point. I mean, he's just double machine. What a pickup by Sam Presti. I mean, what a pickup. 15-3, 57%. 0 point whatever. He may be negative now because he shot his first 3, so he's 0 for 1. And then free throws, he was 1 for 3, so that number will probably drop a little bit there. Dort 9.5, 41%, 39, 82% from the field. Isaiah Joe, what was he? I think he took 1 shot tonight or something. He did not play well. So we'll see how that works. But it's going to be, here are our stats. It's just kind of crazy. When you look at what everybody's doing, A.J. Mitchell is still playing good. Jang, Jones, and Flagler, those guys should never see the floor. I just don't get it. I don't giving away possessions. And it's just like all the Westbrook fans. Like I told them, you can't give away possessions. You can't. You can't give away possessions in a close game. You can't. You have to take care of the ball. You can't afford to play players who shouldn't be on the court and give away possessions. You just can't do it. But the Thunder tend to. Rashawn, also Spurs win. You need Memphis to beat Dallas for the wild card. Okay. Yes, is that what it is? Memphis to beat Dallas. But so glad you told me that. I didn't really get into what all was going on, so thank you, Rashawn, for letting us know that. But like I said, we need the Suns to win, but the Suns may not care because if they can't go in, they need us to lose. And I believe, who was that? Did we play them before us, or did they play? Who plays that game first? Let me see. What time do we play? We play at 7, and the Spurs play at 8. So they'll know who's winning and who's not. They'll know whether they beat the Spurs or not. I'm not saying they'll cash in and lose to the Spurs on purpose so we don't get in. I'm not gonna say that. But and then let me see who Dallas and Memphis and Dallas play. When do they play? Memphis and Dallas plays at 7:30. So we'll finish before both of those games finish. But like I said, we just need to handle our business against the Jazz. And the loss against the Spurs just cost us. It's just I can't. The level of frustration with this guy is just unbelievable on my side. So, but anyway, I want to thank everybody. I'm gonna go to bed. Phoenix would care for wild card. Yes, Rashawn. Hopefully they will, but they need other things to happen too. Because if that's the case, they need to win, and then they need Memphis to beat Dallas as well. Because they beat Dallas, right? I believe Phoenix did beat Dallas, so they would need to win and need for the wild card. Yeah, you're right. They need things to happen, and them and Dallas and Memphis will be playing at the same time. So actually, they'll finish their game right before Dallas and Memphis. So we'll see how that works. Excuse me. I don't know if Memphis can beat Dallas in Dallas. If it's in Dallas, is it in Dallas? Hold on, let me see if it's in Dallas. Yeah, it's in Dallas. I don't know if they can beat them in Dallas. But that's going to be an interesting show, Rashawn, on how that's going to happen. You know what I mean? I think that the Thunder, listen, all we can do is take care of what we can take care of. Losing to Phoenix, losing to Spurs was just a horrible loss. And that just happens. Tonight wasn't necessarily a horrible loss because you're playing against the second best team in the league. And like I've told everybody in the beginning of the year, watch out for Houston. They've got a coach. They've got athletes. He's going to have them playing hard. He's going to have them make sure they're doing the things they're doing to Şengün. It's just a nice secret weapon. I don't think anybody's really figured out how to guard him yet. And then, of course, you got a point guard. And that makes all the difference in the world. But anyway, I'm going to get off, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming on and supporting me as usual. Like, subscribe, hit notifications if you haven't already. And I appreciate you coming on. Thank you, Rashawn, for your coming on and talking to me tonight. Nathan's with his daughter and doing some stuff with that, so he couldn't come on tonight. But I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate you guys giving your comments. I appreciate anything like that. These things matter. And get the word out. And just if someone's talking trash about it, hey, have them come on. Have them talk to me about it. I have no problem with addressing. I'm not like some people. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to whatever. Just give me good, valid points, like Rashawn did tonight. Phoenix would care for the wild card. Yes, they would. So, that being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic night. Happy holidays to everybody. Get ready for Christmas because it's time for that Christmas music to start playing. That being said, I'm going to go to bed. I don't feel good at all. And I got to get ready for tomorrow so I can beat up these kids and teach them how to play.